What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you something called the Kundalini Stretch Pose. It's awesome for having tight hamstrings. It's also great for just kind of loosening up your lower back and upper back muscles. And as a personal trainer for 10 years, I found that the most common areas that people were really tight in were their hips and their hamstrings. So this is a great pose to kind of help with all of that. And what's neat is there's the Kundalini yoga aspect to it. So it's not simply stretching, it's also incorporating a powerful breath that will also energize you and fuel your like spiritual essence, you could say. It really helps kind of expand your spirit out of your body. And you'll feel this. People who are of higher consciousness will be perceptive enough to notice this. So I'm gonna get my dog out of the way here. He tends to get off his place when I'm not paying attention. And I'm gonna show you guys the movement, okay? Go. Okay, so the first step is you want to kind of start to round from your upper body down. I think of it like I try to collapse my chest onto my knees like this. Okay, so don't worry about having your legs straight. Don't worry about touching your toes. Bring your chest down to your knees. That's step one. Step two is I start to tuck my chin. If it's early in the morning, you're gonna find that your upper spine is like tight and compressed. So just take it easy, chill out, man. Take it slow. It's okay. It's not about like getting to a certain place. It's about slowly allowing your body to relax into the pose. That's the way you become successful with improving your flexibility, is by yielding to the pose, not forcing anything like I would see most people do. So I tuck my stomach, chest to my knees, tucking my chin, and then I get some leverage because right here it's taking a little bit of effort to kind of come down. So I grab under my calves and I pull myself down. And I'm just gonna spend a couple seconds doing this, okay? Now from here, now that I'm nice and low, and one thing I do want to point out is notice that as I was going lower and lower, it was always on the exhale. I was exhaling. So inhale, and then exhale, getting nice and low. From here, I now walk my hands to my toes. If you can grab them, otherwise just reach for them. But if you can grab your toes, great. Pull on them slightly. And you want to angle your elbows down, and then just continue all of that at once. So I'm continually bringing my chest down, my chin tucked, elbows in, pulling on my toes. That's the full movement. Now you want to add the breath of fire. And the breath of fire is simply quick bursts of inhales and exhales at the same rate and tempo. So it's like, okay? So I'm just going to do it real quick. Like that. A quick tip about the breath of fire. If you're not used to doing it, you're going to find that you run out of breath. You'll be like, and then you have to take a nice big inhale. So what I would recommend is just start slow. Be like, and then once you just slowly, you'll get faster. Well, again, what happens with a lot of yoga, but especially Kundalini yoga, is your Kundalini, which is just like your spiritual inner spirit force, starts to kind of take over. All these exercises and drills and breathing, as on top of making you more flexible, more limber, more self-aware of your physical body, they really clear away the blockages that restricts your spiritual flow and your energy. So as you do this practice, you're going to find that your spirit takes over. In fact, a lot of people who have experienced what is known as a Kundalini awakening, where there's a whole bunch of this energy just released all at one time, is people like that, after that happened, will sometimes fall into what they call, I forget what they call it, but it's basically like random like random yoga poses. I'll just be like, you know, they go into these poses because their Kundalini is awake, and it's just like, it just starts to take over. And what we're doing here is a much more mild example. I wouldn't expect to happen what I just described to happen to you, but you will start to feel your higher self, your spirit take over your body. And that's, in my opinion, the number one benefit of doing these kind of drills and exercises that are associated with Kundalini yoga, is because they wake up the spirit and they allow it to flow, not inhibited by your bullshit and your ego and your insecurities. It kind of pushes them out of the way. Okay? And it'll also lead to a very nice, long-lasting, and healthy spine. Okay? So now that you've seen that, I recommend you do that for about a minute, because it takes the hamstrings a little bit of time to really loosen up. It's not something you could get more and more flexible within that whole minute. It's not like you peak out after 10 seconds. So do it for at least a minute. Incorporate the breathing. And when you get tired of the breath of fire, then just do long, slow inhales, followed by long, slow exhales. And if you want to take this to even to the next level, as you inhale, just imagine the oxygen getting carried all throughout your body, especially to your tight areas that you're trying to release. Send them your positive vibes and energies. And then as you exhale, you allow them to relax into the pose. That little mind, that little perspective does help a lot. And if you're sensitive enough, you will experience that as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy videos such as these, please hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, and I'll see you guys next time.